Welcome back to Wow Drama Stories, where you get all the drama from a safe distance. In story number 1, a woman asks if she is the a-hole for not wanting her boyfriend's parents to move in with her. In story 2, a man wants to know if he is the a-hole for throwing a drink in his father's face. The timestamp for story 2 is in the description box. Story 1, OP writes, "My boyfriend, male 26, and I, female 22, have been together for 3 years. I moved in with him and his parents on our second year, but I feel uncomfortable living with his parents as they are always in our or my business. I have been trying to get approved for a home loan, and I finally have, and decided on getting a nice 2-bedroom home just for myself and boyfriend. The spare room for guests who stay the night. Well, I was speaking to him about the loan, the location of the home. He seemed fine and happy with it, as he has wanted his own place as well. But as soon as he told his mother, she instantly thought that she was also moving with us. She found out the location and was upset about how far the home was from her workplace, and it was too much of an inconvenience for her to drive to and from. She pretty much demanded that I find a home closer to her workplace so that she can be more comfortable. And I told her that I can't, as the loan has already been approved for. And maybe I came off a little bitchy, that the home was mine and I can choose where I will reside. She did not like that, tried to make my boyfriend side with her, and he said that I wasn't being fair as they had allowed me to live with them. I was a bit shocked when he said that and told him that he can stay with them then, and it will just be myself. We haven't been talking much, but he always apologizes, but says that it was quite unfair of me to have a home of my own and not allow them to stay with us as they are older. I don't accept his apology, but I do feel like an a-hole for saying what I said to his mom. Am I the a-hole? Wow, OP, you are not the a-hole. Why would his mother even assume that she and her husband can simply move in with you? They should be happy that you've got your own place now, but it kind of seems like there's more going on here. Maybe mommy just doesn't want to let go of her little boy. And I have to say, your boyfriend, he sounds like he has mommy issues. He really does. He's a 26-year-old man that's been telling you that he wants his own space as well, but the moment mommy wants to move with, he's okay with that. But whatever the case may be, it's some cheek of her to say it's an inconvenience for her if you move over there and you need to find a place closer to her place of employment. Honestly, OP, I fear that if she moves in with you, she's going to leave her job and claim that it's because it's just too far for her to drive and it's all your fault. And before you know it, 24/7, you'll be taking care of her every need, paying for her bills, etc., etc. But let's hear what other people have to say. Someone writes, "Not the a-hole. I find it odd that your boyfriend's mom immediately assumed that they would be moving in with you, as I would have thought that they would be happy to have their home back to themselves. How old are they? Do they have any medical issues that mean they require help around the home?" OP replies, "His parents are in their late 50s. They're both very healthy people with no issues, and they work well over 40 hours a week. They rent, which I've helped pay for, but I guess hearing I was getting a home meant they didn't have to pay rent anymore." Someone else comments, "Oh my, run from this relationship. It's not, quote, unfair, unquote, to buy yourself a house and expect to own and live in it and call the shots of who else lives in it. Do not let boyfriend's parents move in and take over. Not the a-hole." To this, OP replies, "I've already placed my foot firmly down and told him that they cannot move in with us. He's very upset about it, but I can't. I need my own space." And someone else comments, "Not the a-hole. Your boyfriend is enmeshed with his mother. The fact he doesn't see a problem with his mother's behavior is a huge red flag for me. He also actually expects for you to allow them to live with you because, quote, they let me live with them, unquote. That is not how it works. Your home, so you get to decide who lives there. To this, OP replies, "Thank you. I've spoken with my sisters about the situation, and they agree as well. His mother and his sister treat him horribly, which is also why I wanted us to have a place of our own, so he wouldn't have to worry about it. But I guess he enjoys it." Someone else says, "Not the a-hole, and to be honest, I would be really reconsidering this relationship. Saying it's unfair is a huge red flag. I'm assuming you were living with them with no rent, but that was their decision, and while nice that they have not charged you, that doesn't mean you're obliged to have them live with you when you move, or obliged to do anything for them for that matter. Most of all, what I can say is run, run, run." To this, OP replies, "I didn't live for free. I split rent between us. My share was $450 out of $1,300. I just don't understand why they're taking it so badly. I guess loan means no more rent for them." Someone else says, "Not the a-hole. What the ever-loving crazy-ass thought process made any of them think they were moving with you? That is ridiculous." And to this, OP replies, "I agree. It's insane enough when his sister comes to visit. She's absolutely horrible." Let's get a final comment on story number 1. Not the a-hole. Just so you know, if you stay with him, this will always be a problem. His parents' wants/needs will always be more important than yours. And he will apologize and at the same time continue to pressure you to do what they want. Because that's what he does for whatever reason. I wouldn't move on with this relationship. It's easier to dump a mama's boy than divorce him. And to this, OP replies, "That's a hard pill to swallow, but it's true. I just don't want things to end like this." Well, OP, I hope you show them your spine and that you stick to your decision not to allow them to move in. I can see a lot of misery in your life in the future if you do cave on this. And you said that even his sister is horrible. This will not end well if you let them move in with you. And on to story number 2. OP writes, "Okay, I know the title sounds bad, but let me explain. My male 34, girlfriend, female 30, and I have been together for a few months now, and it's been getting serious to the point where we have been meeting each other's families. When I met her side of the family, everything went smoothly. However, I unfortunately cannot say it has been smooth sailing for her. For context, prior to dating my girlfriend a while back, I had a childhood best friend, female 33. We grew up together since our families were friends and eventually started dating in high school, until one day she revealed that she no longer had feelings for me. I was heartbroken as a kid, and because of it, we fell out. Obviously, now I don't have any feelings for her since it was so many years ago, and I love my girlfriend a lot." Back to the title. My dad's birthday came up and he hosted a party at his house, inviting the entire family and family friends. I, of course, brought my girlfriend along, and at first everything seemed fine until I noticed my girlfriend was suddenly occupied with random chores for the party when she was supposed to be a guest. When I asked what was going on, she said that my dad asked her to do some cleaning to help make it easier to have more room in the kitchen when the cake is served. I found it odd, but I tried to shrug it off and help her out so that it can be done faster and return to the party. As I was approaching my dad, I noticed my ex and her father were chatting with him. I immediately felt uncomfortable and tried to turn around, but he already saw me and flagged me over. I tried to be polite and kept the conversation short, but it seemed that she wanted more from us seeing each other again, as she tried to keep talking to me and have a deeper conversation about our past. I told her that, quote, "It's water under the bridge and I needed to get back to my girlfriend," unquote. Once I mentioned her, she gave me a thrown-off expression and said that she was told by my father that I wanted to rekindle our relationship and that I was, quote, "very much single," unquote. Hearing the news made me upset, and I was in disbelief that my dad would say something like that to her. My dad has never told me that he disapproved of my girlfriend, and he always was polite to her. Now, here is where I might be the a-hole. Once everyone was gathered for cake, I chewed out my dad and exposed him at the table for what he did. He then insulted my girlfriend, saying, quote, I could do better, unquote, and that, quote, better, unquote, was my ex-girlfriend from high school. This comment set me off, and I grabbed my drink and threw it at him. After that exchange, I left with my girlfriend and haven't spoken to my dad since. People that attended the party have been telling me I did the wrong thing by embarrassing him at his birthday party, but I thought I was doing the right thing since I was standing up for my girlfriend. So, am I the a-hole? Well, OP, I understand that you were upset with your father because he was very much in the wrong in this situation, but on the other hand, you could have handled it better, maybe pulled him aside and talked to him about it. But I really feel bad for your girlfriend, considering that she had to stand there in front of everyone and hear your father say these things about her. But let's get some comments. Someone says, you have every right to be angry with your dad. Nothing wrong with exposing his BS at his birthday if he wanted to pull his BS at his birthday. Disgusting behavior from him, but throwing stuff isn't okay. Use your words instead of letting anger make you violent. Everyone sucks here. Someone else comments, I'm going to say everyone sucks here. Your dad is clearly an a-hole and needed a confrontation about his behavior. Your girlfriend and your ex just seem to be caught in the middle of this. I hope you speak to both of them and apologize for everything. You lost your cool in a public place, and instead of acting like an adult and having a conversation with your dad, you aired out all the dirty laundry midway through a party. The confrontation needed to happen, but there is a time and place. Let's get a final comment. Everyone sucks here. Your dad is 100% an a-hole and deserved to be called out. But that was neither the time or the place to do it. Think about it. By doing that, you are not making things easier for your girlfriend either. Because to everyone who witnessed the incident, the dirty linens, quote, oh, his dad doesn't approve of her and wants the ex instead, unquote, are all being aired out. You could have talked to them privately after the party. Well, I guess that's a birthday party no one will ever forget. But that's it for this installment of Wow Drama Stories. If you did like this, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and also hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload again. Until next time, wishing you a drama-free life.